I'm a chief warrant officer with the U.S. Army.
Why are you here, Mello?
I came here to bring you in.
Hello, this is Stephen from We All Review the Movies. Today I review the career of Matt Damon. The oldest movie I've seen of Matt Damon is the war investigation movie Courage Under Fire. It stars Denzel Washington and Meg Ryan. Damon has a small role as a soldier who witnessed the death of chopper pilot Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan is about to be given a Medal of Honor. Matt Damon, although he has a minor enough role, his performance is really solid.
Must now defend the courage of another.
The White House has heard that we're considering the Medal of Honor for this chopper pilot who saved a bunch of guys on the down Black Hawk. Naturally, they want it for Veterans Day.
Naturally.
It's a woman.
You didn't know? This is Captain Karen Walden. She's the first woman in history to be nominated for a Medal of Honor for combat.
I don't know if it was Captain Walden, sir, but that Huey saved our lives.
What happened out there, Sergeant?
You don't want to know what happened out there, sir.
Yes, I do. What happened next isn't important. It's what happened that night.
We stay with Brady. I wouldn't risk your life. I won't risk his.
She sure as hell saved the lives of those guys on the Black Hawk.
The captain was hurt pretty bad.
Look, I didn't want her out there in the first place.
In his search for answers,
What is it? Tell me, son.
the only thing more powerful than the facts he might find
No surrender.
is the truth he can't escape.
Saving Private Ryan, a highly acclaimed war movie where Matt Damon is the title character, Private Ryan, about this rescue mission where these soldiers go in to save Matt Damon's character. The cast includes Tom Hanks, Vin Diesel, Paul Giamatti. It's a long but expertly made movie that delivers some great performances.
Think about the poor bastard's mother. I don't have orders we have to follow, and that supersedes everything, including your mother's.
Boy's alive. We are going to send somebody to find him. And we are going to get him the hell out of there.
Someday we might look back on this and decide that Saving Private Ryan was the one decent thing we were able to pull out of this whole god-awful shitty mess. If we do that, we all earn the right to go home.
I have a good feeling about this one. When was the last time you felt good about anything?
Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, and Ocean's 13. Matt Damon starred in all three of these movies. The first and last were really good movies. Damon's joined with George Clooney and Brad Pitt. These movies are extremely entertaining and exciting heist movies. Damon showcases his funny side in these movies, and he fits into the ensemble cast perfectly.
What, did you guys get a group rate or something?
3000 block of Las Vegas Boulevard, otherwise known as the Bellagio, the Mirage, and the MGM Grand.
Say we get into the cage and through the security doors there and down the elevator we can't move and past the guards with the guns and into the vault we can't open. We're just supposed to walk out of there with $150 million in cash on us without getting stopped?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy, and Bourne Ultimatum. Bourne Identity especially was Damon's breakout lead role as a leading man. This is where people took him seriously. He shows that he has a likability, a believability in this role as an amnesiac soldier who fights to his past. These movies are quite confusing, but the action in the movies are just, perfection. They're really gritty. Bourne Identity is the movie that made him a bankable leading star.
Police can find him for us.
And the only way he can survive is to find out who he is.
I guess you're not home. Monsieur Bourne!
I don't recognize any of this.
Before they find out
Get the address. I think I got it.
Enhance.
where he is.
Get everybody up. I want them all activated. Do it now!
What is it? Something wrong?
Leave us alone.
Bourne's on his way to Moscow right now.
We just got another ID outside of Munich.
Jason Bourne just popped up in the grid in Naples.
What is he actually doing?
He's doing exactly what he said he'd do.
He's coming for us.
On July 23rd.
You can play these games forever.
Yeah, he's not in front of you. You can't see it. Forget it. He's gone.
Stuck on You is a Farrelly Brothers comedy. Farrelly Brothers done Dumb and Dumber and Something About Mary. This is one of their lesser hits. It was still a successful enough movie. Damon and Greg Kinnear are Siamese twins. Kinnear and Damon have really great chemistry together. And the film has some big laughs. It's vintage Farrelly Brothers, some gross out and then undeniable heart to it as well. I think the chemistry between Kinnear and Damon is what makes this work.
Stuck on You.
Hey, what's a four-letter word for snatch?
Grab.
Oh, right. Right. Oopsie.
Invictus is the movie that centers around Nelson Mandela, but it's not necessarily a life story about Nelson Mandela. It's a story about Nelson Mandela showing interest in this rugby tournament, where he's hoping that the success of this rugby team could unite his people. Freeman and Damon, they become friends, and Damon and Freeman deliver great performances. It's an engaging but slightly unchallenging movie. I mean, it's not as powerful as you might expect from a movie about Nelson Mandela, but it's definitely a worthwhile movie to see.
For South Africa. All of the blacks are cheering for England. How long before the World Cup?
Don't get your hopes up. We're a damn disgrace.
Been invited to tea.
With who?
The president.
Tell me, Francois, how do we inspire ourselves to greatness where nothing less will do? How do we inspire everyone around us?
What did he want?
I think he wants us to win the World Cup.
This rugby is a political calculation.
It is a human calculation.
According to the experts, we'll reach the quarterfinals and no further.
According to the experts, you and I should still be in jail.
Times change. And we need to change as well. We become more than just a rugby team.
Did you ever imagine this? How could I?
Do you hear? Listen to your country. This is it. This is our destiny.
Green Zone is a slickly made film about a soldier who searches for weapons of mass destruction. But the problem is he's riddled with faulty intelligence that is putting him and his other soldiers in harm's way. Matt Damon is the lead role. Damon gives a powerful and commanding performance in the lead.
What do you think you're doing here, Miller? You're off reservation for a reason. What is it?
I came here to find weapons and save lives.
It's a little more complicated than that.
Well, not to me, it isn't.
Lori Jane, Wall Street Journal.
Does it make any sense we're still coming up empty?
No. I read your articles. You said a source named Magellan met with U.S. officials prior to the war.
No, I'm not discussing sources.
Who is Magellan?
Magellan's the best source we ever had.
Have you ever even been to any of Magellan's sites?
No.
There's nothing there.
Chief, we're here to do a job. The reasons don't matter.
They matter to me. People are dying out there. I want to know why.
Hereafter was the tepidly received Clint Eastwood movie. It's a movie about what happens after death. It's dark, slow, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's an uplifting tale. Damon delivers a very damaged and lonely performance in this. He's this person who has the power to contact people that have passed on.
Can I ask you a question?
The job I had before was as a psychic.
What do you think happens when we die?
I recognize you. You're that psychic.
I have news for you. I don't do it anymore.
I give you my word, I won't tell anyone.
You have a duty to do it because you have a gift. It's not a gift, Billy. It's a curse.
True Grit is a very colourful western that has a whole host of terrific performances. Damon also gives a glorious performance as the would-be villain, who turns out to be a pretty nice guy in the end though.
I know, Jamie. It is at least a two-man job taking him alive.
Marshal Coburn? Can we depart this afternoon?
We?
I'm going with you.
Congratulations, you've graduated from marauder to wet nurse.
He's being followed.
What do we do, Marshal?
You missed your shot, Cogburn.
Just let this go.
I thought you were going to say the sun was in your eyes. That is to say, your eye.
Justin Bieber is Damon's most recent movie, and it's one of my favourite movies of 2011. It's a beautifully made sci-fi romance. I think it works well because of the heartwarming script and its great leads. It's a really entertaining movie. It shows Damon's likeable and everyman status. I think that's what makes him the star he is today. He comes across an average, everyday guy, and I think people can connect with that.
Let's race.
You challenged me in those shoes?
What is this?
We are the people who make sure things happen according to plan. We monitor the entire world.
Can't outrun your fate, David.
You've just seen behind a curtain that you weren't even supposed to know existed. This is your plan, and we're determined to keep it that way. You bumped into a woman this morning on the bus.
Were you just staring at my legs?
I was defenseless against the dress.
What does that have to do with anything? Your path through the world is supposed to have been adjusted. You weren't ever supposed to see her again.
If you truly love her, just walk away.
Here's some feedback from YouTube users.
If you stay with her, it not only kills your dreams, it kills hers.
I don't care what you put in my way, I'm not giving up.